Hello children, today we will discuss chapter 1b, measurement of length. In that the topic is least count of a measurement. The measurement of a physical quantity requires an instrument. As you have seen in last class, how we measure length with the measuring scale. A meter rule is used for the length, a balance for mass, a watch for time, a thermometer is used for temperature, and so on. So each instrument has a definite limit for accuracy of measurement, which is expressed in terms of its least count. So the least count of an instrument is the smallest measurement that can be taken accurately with it. A measuring instrument is provided with a scale for the measurement, and the least count is the value of one smallest division on its scale. For example, as you can see, this is a scale which is in centimeter. So the least count of a meter rule is the value of its one division, which is 1/10 of a centimeter or 1 mm. Smaller the least count of an instrument, more precise is the measurement made by using it. So a meter rule can be used to measure length correct only up to 1 mm, that is 1 decimal place of a centimeter. It cannot measure length with still more accuracy up to second decimal place of a centimeter. So a famous scientist, Pierre Vernier, devised a method by which length up to second decimal place of a centimeter, that is correct up to 0.1 mm or 0.01 centimeter can be measured. In this technique, there are two scales. One is the main scale, which is fixed scale, and the other one is the vernier scale, which slides over the main scale. So students, you can see this is the diagram of the vernier caliper. In some books, this is also the diagram which is given in some books. This is how we measure the length of a screw, and in that vernier caliper, we are measuring the diameter of a sphere. Now we will discuss about the main parts and functions of the vernier caliper. Very first is the outside jaws. This J1 and J2 is the outside jaws, in which J1 is the fixed jaw, which is fixed and is there in the main scale, and J2 is the movable, which is in vernier scale. This lower J1 and J2 is the outside jaws, and it is used to measure the length of the rod, diameter of a sphere, external diameter of the hollow cylinder. Next is inside jaw. J3 and J4 is the inside jaws, in which J3 is the fixed jaw, that is fixed with the main scale, and J4 is movable in the vernier scale. The function of inside jaws is to measure the internal diameter of the hollow cylinder or pipe. Strip, the next part is strip. It is there behind the main scale, and the function of the strip is to measure the depth function of the strip is to measure the depth of the beaker or a bottle. Next is, so this you can see, this is at the back of the main scale, that is called strip, and with which we can measure the depth of a beaker or a bottle. Next is main scale. Main scale is the fixed scale. The function of the main scale is to measure the length correct up to 1 mm. Next is the vernier scale, which is the movable scale, and it helps to measure the length correct up to 0.1 mm or 0.01 centimeter. So these are the functions of the vernier caliper, parts and its functions. Now, the least count of a vernier or vernier constant. The least count of a vernier is equal to the difference between the value of one main scale division and one vernier scale division. That is also called vernier constant. The main scale is graduated with the value of one division on it equal to 1 mm, and the graduations on the vernier scales are such that the length of the n divisions of the vernier scale is equal to the length of n minus 1 divisions of the main scale. So generally the vernier scale has 10 divisions, and the total length of these 10 divisions is equal to the length of the 9 divisions of the main scale. There is one more formula to calculate the least count, and the least count of a vernier scale is the value of one main scale division, which is denoted as x, by the total number of divisions of the vernier scale. The least count of a vernier scale can be decreased by two ways. First, by increasing the number of divisions of the vernier scale, that is, by increasing the n. As you can see, it is inversely proportional to least count. So if we increase n, least count will be decreased. And the second is by decreasing the value of one divisions on the main scale. That is, if we decrease x, least count will be decreased because it is directly proportional. So least count is the value of one main scale division by total number of divisions of the vernier scale. So when we have to find the diameter of a sphere or the length of a screw, we will put the object in between the jaws of the vernier caliper, as you can see in the diagram. So when we bring these two jaws closer to each other, there is a 0 in the main scale and a 0 in the vernier scale. There is a 0 in the vernier scale. So when this 0 of the main scale and 0 of the vernier scale does not coincide, then there is an error in the vernier scale, and that error is called as zero error. A zero error. Sometimes there is a mechanical error in the vernier caliper, due to which the 0 mark of the vernier scale does not coincide with the 0 mark of the main scale when the two jaws J1 and J2 are in contact. So when the two jaws J1 and J2 are in contact, then it is said to have zero error. So there are two kinds of zero error, positive zero error and negative zero error. So very first we will discuss about positive zero error. When on bringing the two jaws together, that means the zero mark of the main scale and zero mark of the vernier scale does not coincide. That means the zero mark of the vernier scale is towards the right of the zero mark of the main scale. This type of error is called as positive zero error. As you can see in this diagram, the zero mark of the vernier scale is towards the right of the zero mark of the main scale. So this is called a positive error. To calculate it, we have a formula that positive zero error is equal to P into least count. So P is the coinciding division. That means one scale of the main scale and one point of the vernier scale coincides and make a straight line. That is called coinciding division. In this example, you can see number 3 making a straight line with the main scale and the vernier scale. So here P is equal to 3. That means coinciding, third one is coinciding with the vernier scale's third division is coinciding with the third division of the main scale. Hence, in place of P, we will write 3 and the zero error is 3 into 0.01, which is the least count. So the value of zero error is plus 0.03 centimeter. Going to the next error, that is negative error. When the zero mark of the vernier scale is towards the left of the zero mark of the main scale, as you can see in the diagram, towards the left of the zero mark of the main scale, then this type of error is called negative error. And for negative error, the formula is minus in the bracket n minus p into least count, where n is number of divisions of the vernier scale. As you know, the vernier scale has 10 number of divisions. So instead of n, we will write 10. And p, as I told you earlier, also coinciding division. So in this diagram, you can see number 8. 8 division of the main scale and 8 division of the vernier scale are coinciding, and hence we will put 8 in place of p. So after calculating, the zero error is minus 0.02 centimeter. This is how we calculate the positive error and negative error. Now, corrections due to error. How to do the corrections? We have a formula for observed length, which is equal to main scale reading plus vernier scale reading. And for vernier scale reading, we have the same way process, coinciding division into least count. Now, what will be the true length? For true length, the formula is observed length minus zero error with sign. If we have a positive error, the sign for positive error. If we have a negative error, we will put the sign of the negative error. Suppose for an example, this diagram is there. In this, we have calculated the least count, that is 0.01 centimeter. The main scale is 5.3 centimeter. And you can see in this diagram, the sixth one is the coinciding division. So in place of P, we will substitute 6. So therefore, the vernier scale reading is 6 into least count, which is 0.06 centimeter. Hence, the observed reading is main scale reading plus vernier scale reading. Main scale was 5.3 centimeter and vernier scale is 0.06 centimeter. So we have calculated the second decimal place in centimeter, that is the answer is 5.36 centimeter. Like this, you practice the examples. Thank you.